crazy gorgeous stitch. Super, super wild. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the Pebble Lace stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. For this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 4. So in my case, I have 16. A quick tip for your foundation chain is that you want to chain it quite loose. You don't want it to be super tight because it's going to help with your first row. For row 1, you want to do 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So you skip the first one, and into the second one, you do 1 single crochet. Now you're going to start your row repetition. You're going to chain 2. You're going to skip 1, and into the next, you're going to do 7 treble crochets together. So for a treble crochet together, we're going to yarn over twice. You're going to go into the chain that you have to go through. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. And stop there. And now do another treble crochet into the same chain. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, and stop. So essentially you're doing treble crochets, but you're not closing them. And you want 7 total. So I have 2 right now. I'm going to do up to 7. This is my third. All into the same chain. This is my fourth. Let's see. Yep. The last ones get a little tricky because it feels quite tight, but you can do it. That's my 5th. Six. And my last one into the same chain is my 7th one. And so now you're going to have 8 loops on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 8 loops. And so that there is a 7 treble crochet together. To close this off, you're going to do a chain. And this is still part of that treble crochet 7 together. Now we're going to go back to the row repetition. You're going to chain 2, skip 1 chain, and that 1 chain's kind of tight because you pulled it when you were working this. So you got to make sure that you don't skip that 1 chain. And into the next one, you're going to do a single crochet. And that's the row repetition. We're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to chain 2, skip 1, and into the next, work 7 treble crochets together. And so for that, we yarn over twice, go into the chain, and do the treble crochet before finishing it off. You're going to do the second one, third, fourth, and fifth. 6, 7. I'll meet you when we have 7. Okay, and now I have 8 loops on my hook and 7 treble crochets. And so I'm going to close this off, grab the yarn, pull through all 8 loops, and then do a firm chain. And that is my second 7 treble crochet together. As you can see, it's like this little bubble. Pretty cool, actually. And now we're going to go back to the row repetition. So we're going to chain 2, skip 1, which is the one that's kind of tight in there. And then into the next one, do a single crochet. And now you just repeat this until the end of the row, and I will see you when we're there. Okay, and in my case, this is the last 7 treble crochet together. So I've done my chain to close it off. And now I'm going to continue the repetition, chain 2, skip 1, which is the very tight one, and into the next, do a single crochet. And so at the end of the row, you're going to be left with 2 chains. So 1 and 2. And to finish this row, you're going to chain 2, skip 1 chain, and into the very last one, you're going to do a single crochet. And that finishes off your first row. As you can see, you've got these crazy bubbles. Very cute. Now for row 2, we want to chain 1 and flip our work. We're going to do a single crochet into the first stitch. And now we're going to start our row repeat. So we're going to chain 3 and do 1 single crochet into the cluster. And the cluster is going to be, let's see, I preach from. And the cluster is going to be onto basically that chain that you did to close it off. So I just want to show you here a little bit closer. So we've got the chain 2 that you did afterwards, and then the little chain at the top that closes off the seven, what's called, oh my goodness, the 7 treble crochets together. So into that chain there, you're going to do a single crochet. And now we can just repeat. Essentially, you do a chain 3 and then 1 single crochet into the next cluster, which again is going to be the chain after the chain 2 space, into that chain that closes off the 7 treble crochets together, a single crochet. And repeat that for however many stitches you need, and I will see you at the end of the row. And so at the end of the row here, you are going to be with a single crochet on top of your last 7 treble crochets together. You're going to chain 1 and do 1 half double crochet into the last single crochet. So into the very last single crochet, you're going to do a half double crochet. And that there is the end of row 2. For row 3, you want to chain 4 and flip your work. You're going to skip the first half double crochet and chain, and then you're going to do 1 single crochet into the next single crochet. So essentially 1 single crochet on top of this single crochet. Now you're going to do 7 treble crochets together into the next chain 3 space. So into this space here, around the chain space, you're going to do 7 treble crochets together. So remember, you yarn over twice and then pull through 2 loops without closing the treble crochet, and you do that 7 times total. So I'll see you when I have 7 here. Okay, and I have 7 treble crochets on my hook and 8 loops on my hook. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through all 8 loops, and do a chain 1 to finish that 7 treble crochet together. Now you're going to chain 2 and do 1 single crochet into the next single crochet, which is the one here. And now you go back to the beginning of the repeat, essentially doing a chain 2. And now treble crochet 7 together into the chain 3 space. And I'll see you at the end of the row. At the end of row 3 here, you're going to finish off with your 7 treble crochet together, the chain that closes it off. You're going to chain 2 and then do 1 single crochet into the final single crochet from the previous row. For row 3, you want to chain 4 and flip your work. You're going to skip the first stitch and chain 2, and then do 1 single crochet into the top of the cluster. So into there, we're going to do 1 single crochet. Now we start our row repetition. We're going to chain 3 and then do 1 single crochet into the top of the next cluster. And that's basically what you want to do all the way throughout. So you go back to your chain 3 and then do 1 single crochet on top of each of your clusters. And at the end of the row, you're going to just do your final chain 3, and you're going to have that chain 4 from the previous row. So into the chain space, you're going to do 1 single crochet. And that there is the end of row 4. For row 5, you want to chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to do 1 single crochet into the first single crochet. You're going to chain 2. That starts your row repetition, by the way, the chain 2. And now you want to do 7 treble crochets together into the next chain 3 space. So we're doing 7 treble crochets together into the chain 3 space, and I'll see you when I have it all done here. So I'm finishing off the 7 treble crochet together with the chain 1 there. So now you go back to the row repetition. You're going to chain 2 and do 1 single crochet into the next single crochet. And that's the row repeat. So you're going to go back to the beginning with a chain 2, 7 treble crochets together into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, and then 1 single crochet into the next single crochet. And do that for however many times you need in this row, and I will see you at the end. So at the end of row 5 here, I'm just done the last single crochet on top of the single crochet from the previous row. And to finish this row, you want to chain 2, skip 1 of the chains of the turning chain, and into the next one, do a half double crochet. So essentially you skip 1 and into the next, do a half double crochet. And that is the end of row 5. So moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 through 5 until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. And this is actually so incredible. How cool. I remember seeing this pattern and this trend of this like strawberry pattern thing. And I figured this is probably how people did it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to use this for in the future, but I know I will. It is so cool. It would make for a beautiful cushion cover. Maybe sleeves for like a cardigan or sweater, or like just for a detail of something that you're working on. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.